The building industry in Australia has experienced a boom for well over a decade now, and consumers are now spoiled for choice when it comes to which builder will build their new home for them. But at what cost will these houses be built in terms of the environment? How can the use of sustainable building materials benefit the environment? With the ever-increasing issue of global warming and increasing costs of non-renewable resources, some builders are taking a more green approach towards construction. Put simply, these builders have started using more sustainable materials during the construction process, which, although more expensive in the short term, will save the consumer considerable amounts of money in terms of energy costs, but more importantly, benefit the environment with minimised impact on non-renewable resources, as well as CO2 emissions. So what exactly is a sustainable material? Prior to defining a sustainable material, we must first define sustainability. Sustainability can be defined as something which has the capability of maintaining or having the ability of sustaining itself. It is ensuring that the current generation takes and uses what it requires to survive now, without endangering the potential for future generations to meet their survival needs. Essentially, if an activity is sustainable, it should be able to go on forever. With this definition of sustainability in mind, a sustainable material or resource is one which is reinforced by nature indefinitely, allowing for the resource to be used at the same rate at which it is being renewed. An example is wood, when the trees are harvested at the same rate that they are planted. Whilst there are a number of different sustainable materials available throughout the world, the two most commonly used materials throughout the construction process are timber and steel. Timber, which is strong and flexible and readily available provided it has been sourced from responsibly managed forests, is a renewable resource, ideal for owner-builders as it is easy to work with, requiring relatively basic skills. Often used as the main structure of the home in terms of the frame and roof trusses, the uses for timber can also be seen internally, with wood being used for skirting and architraves, as well as finished hardwood flooring. A positive for the environment is the fact that timber can be reused, thus minimising the impact on the environment. In addition, timber is often considered to be CO2 neutral or even CO2 positive, as trees remove CO2 from the atmosphere and trap it in the wood. The durability of steel is the key property which makes it such a sustainable material, allowing for the reuse of countless products ranging from paper clips to scrap metal. A number of automotive components, for example, are remanufactured for reuse, taking advantage of the steel component's durability. Steel's ability to be remanufactured and reused extends its overall product life, which then saves valuable resources. The ability to recycle steel is yet another contributor to being a sustainable material. Once produced, its life cycle is potentially endless and is easily recoverable with magnets and is 100% recyclable without losing any of its quality. Provided it is recovered at the end of each product life cycle, steel can be considered a permanent resource for society. One of the biggest advantages of utilising sustainable building materials is the effect it has on waste reduction. Because sustainable building products are produced from reclaimed products, it reduces the need to manufacture new materials, conserving precious limited resources. Reducing the amount of waste the building industry produces, especially the amount which is sent to landfill, is of utmost importance, with the construction industry recognising this, along with various Australian states. In fact, a number of states, including Victoria, South Australia and Western Australia, have created Towards Zero Waste Strategy documents. These documents outline statewide targets for minimising waste, along with targets and actions for communities and business to provide a more sustainable use of resources. Through the use of sustainable materials, the 3 R's of waste minimisation are adhered to: reduce, reuse and recycle. The building industry, along with the greater community, through the reduction in the consumption of precious resources, can have a positive impact on the environment, with the amount of waste being produced and sent to landfill being reduced. In order for future generations to enjoy the resources that we have historically taken for granted, it is imperative that the use of sustainable materials is at the forefront in the ever-increasing construction sector, with waste minimisation being a positive byproduct of using sustainable materials.